Alright, welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. So I'm actually building a food delivery application, food delivery app using Node.js as a backend and Ionic. Okay. So I have actually started this series some days ago, so you can check the playlist to get the first video and the second video, so you'll be able to follow up to this point. Alright, so here is the Node.js. Now the Node.js, I didn't actually build it on the screen. Okay, so I built it off the screen, but if you actually want the code, just drop your comments, and if you want me to build the API from scratch so you'll be able to follow, just let me know. But what I will actually concentrate on is the Ionic app. Okay, and also the Ionic app, I have actually done some stuffs. So and I'm going to be doing more, so check the recent video, check the playlist so you can get the update. And also if you want to follow up, you kindly subscribe, so you'll be getting the update. When I post a video, you'll be able to see them. Okay, so this is what we have in the Ionic right now. If I click on the login, you will see. So our job is to, in this video, is to connect the API. Okay, so you see customer login. Customer will be able to log in. You see, customer will be able to sign up. So I've signed up before, that's why I'm able to log in. So this is what we'll be doing on the app. Okay, we're going to be connecting this API. Okay, and so we'll have a lot of endpoints here. So this is my Postman collection. It's my Postman collection. We have vendor, we have, first of all, admin will be able to create vendor. Okay, admin will be able to create a vendor, and our vendor will be able to log in, but customer will do the sign up by themselves and they'll be able to log in. All right, and then our customer will be able to, now vendor will create food. Now vendor will be just like restaurants and stuffs. Okay, so customers will be able to get food, and then shopping as well. So this is the endpoint for shopping. Okay, all right, not to take much time, let's go back to, okay, so if you want to see some of the code, here are the code. Although I'm not through with this API yet, this backend. All right, there are a couple of things I needed to also do, so hopefully you will watch me do them. Okay, like vendor, you see these are the stuffs for shopping. Okay, these are the endpoint I showed you on the get foods in 30 minutes, search foods, get restaurants by ID, and so on and so forth. Okay, and I'm actually using you see, okay, this is multiple image upload using Malta. Okay, so vendor will be able to upload multiple images for their restaurants. Okay, so that's cool, right? So let's jump back to the Ionic. And so what I want to do now is to link up the API. Okay, so I'm going to bring the endpoint here. This is environment, so we want to put it's just like constants. We want to register it here. Okay, so I will say base URL. Okay, so I'll copy the base URL from my Postman. This is the base URL that every endpoint must have. So you see http/localhost 300. So it's a base URL, so I'm going to have it here. Alright, so and then I'm going to also have API URL. And this will be this. Alright, so this will be common to every endpoint that we have. So now you see that this will be http ://localhost column 300/API. So I'm going to concatenate these two. Okay, or I can actually decide to have it like this. Why not? Should we just have it like this? Alright, we can call this base URL. Let's just have it like this. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to create a service. It's Ionic. I can do Ionic G for generate, and then service. Okay, so I want to put it in a folder called services. Services. And what's the name of the service? It's actually authentication service, right? It's too long. Let's just have it like this. Okay, so while it's still creating, let's go back to the Postman documentation. So what we'll be starting with, I actually want to implement the customer sign up and login. Okay, so that's what we want to achieve. Customer sign up and login. So let's see if, okay, not yet. It's taking some time. Let's let it be. Okay, so why is it coming up? this is the login. Okay, this is, if you are new to Ionic, okay, if you want me to start some basics, tutorial on Ionic, just let me know, because this is not for absolute beginner. Okay, just let me know, but you can actually follow up. It's no knowledge is a waste. Okay, so this is what I have. Okay, I'm going to be making use of some code, okay, from here. Okay, not to type. If I'm going to type everything, okay, it will take us a lot of time. So that's why I'm going to provide the code. So, but I'll make sure that you actually understand whatever I'm doing. Okay, this is not needed here. Okay, so this is actually making use of reactive forms. Okay, it's actually making use of reactive forms. That's why I said if you are new to Angular and Ionic, you might find it a little bit challenging, but no problem. If you want me to do a basic tutorial, I can actually do that. So it's generating auth service. So let's wait for it some seconds. It's taking too much time. Okay, so if you want to know why, or you want to know this device, why I'm using it or how I'm using it, it's actually an extension in Visual Studio Code. So you can install it, you can check out the extension. This is the extension right here. You can search for the extension, mobile view. I guess that's the name. Okay, so this is it. You can install. You can see I've already installed it. So that will make you to be able to display your app this way. If you don't have it, it will definitely show on your default browser like this. Okay, which is not very nice. You need to start toggling it like this, and it's not quite interesting. So but when you have this, it will have the look and feel of your mobile app. Okay, so let's go and see. Alright, cool. It's created. Okay, so let's see. Alright, cool. So we're going to be creating some methods here. Okay, to do that, I'm going to import HTTP client, HTTP HTTP client from at angular slash common slash HTTP. Alright, cool. But we don't before we even access this HTTP client, we must have to import it in the app module. Okay, need to import it here. We need to import HTTP clients module. If not, HTTP client we imported will show us error. So in the imports array, to throw it here. To throw it here. So because we have it here now, we can make use of it in our, because we have HTTP client module, we can make use of our HTTP client here. Okay, so over here I'm going to instantiate it. I'll say private HTTP of type HTTP clients. Okay. So I haven't done that, I haven't instantiated that. Now we can now create a login method. Okay, login method of type any. Alright, so it's going to take in a URL and data. So what we want to do here is to return this dot, oh my goodness, this dot http dot post. Okay, we want to send in data, so it's actually going to be post request. Alright, so it will be post request, post, alright, post, we need to give the type as any, so we'll pass in the URL and the data. So this will be good. Okay, we can choose to say login customer. No, not really. This should handle both for customer and for the vendor. Okay, so now that we have the service and we have this method, okay, we have this method in the service. Let's now go to let's go to the login class. A login class, we need to test something here. This is what the onSubmit is doing. Should be able to test and say console.log. Okay. Console.log this dot form dot value. Okay, so we want to see what we are submitting. Okay, I want to see what we are submitting when we actually enter the data from here. So here we'll be using email instead. Enter email, and then I'll go here. Alright. So just want to test and see that we're actually getting the response or the data that is passed through the form. I'm going to open up a console log. Actually, my laptop is very slow this time around. I want console. So you see here, when I submit it, you see I'm getting the data here. I'm getting the data. Getting the data. So that means when we submit, actually I'm going to uncomment this. When we submit this, So we've seen that our data is being captured successfully. So in order to interact with the API, we need to bring in the service. This service we need to bring it, because what we'll be needing is the URL, the API URL or the API endpoint, and then the data. So the data, we've actually seen it on the console log. Okay, we've seen it on the console log. So to connect our API to our Ionic app here, we are going to instantiate the service. Okay, so we'll say private, we can call it auth service. You can use whatever name you want. So the class name for the auth service is actually auth service here. Copy the class name. First of all, we need to import it here. Say import auth service from let's see it okay. No, it's not here. From services, and then auth service. So imported it. The next thing is to instantiate it, private auth service of type auth service. So we've gotten the instance of that the auth service. So here we'll be able to now get the auth service dot login. Okay, so this login is demanding for URL and data. Okay, it's demanding for the endpoint URL and the data. So you can see here we can bring it in here. We can call it customer login equals to. So this endpoint we registered here, we want to make use of it. Okay, we want to make use of it in our login class. So what we'll do essentially is to import the environment from src/environment /environment. So we have this already here. Let's copy. So we'll be able to retrieve the base URL, and then I'll concatenate it with let's go to Postman. I'll concatenate it with this. So you see what we'll have here. Let's look at the environment again. It's as though we have this, so which will make the endpoint complete. Okay, so to now make the endpoint complete, so go here and we paste this in here. All right, so this will have our endpoint that will be able to send data. Okay, so here we will now say this dot login, customer login, to call it URL, so that's to be descriptive. All right, so login, customer login URL, and pass in the, you see the data here. So this dot form dot value. All right, so if this is successful, but we needed to subscribe. If you're familiar with Angular, if you don't subscribe, if you don't subscribe, you will not, it will not be successful. That request will not be successful. You will not get the data. Okay, so it returns observable, just like you're aware of promises. This in Angular and in Ionic, when you make requests to API, it returns you an observable. So observable are streams of data that you need to subscribe to. Okay, so we get data, this, and if there's any error, we'll handle that here. Okay, so here if there's an error, we'll just console log for now. Console log the error. So here if we have data, we can console also do console log data, so we see what is returned from the server after successful login. Okay, so we'll see what we have after successful login. Alright, cool. And now let's go and check that out. Alright, so let's make sure we are using correct credentials for this. This is the email, and the password is 123456. Alright, there's no need for this, I'm just checking it. Alright, so if I hit submit, wow, we got error. Customer login fail. Why? Oh, we got an error from cross resource origin. Okay, so the way to fix that is actually to go to the back end. Go to the back end and try to fix that. So install a package called course. cors npm install cors. So only that down cause is an error that actually happens if you are making a request to a different domain. Okay, making a request to a different domain. So we are trying to make requests from our Ionic app to the Node.js server. So we need to tell the Node.js that okay, when such things happen, try to handle it gracefully. Okay, so let's just fix the cause error. Npm install cause. So okay, let's allow it to install. So if we try it from Postman, we're not going to get such error. Okay, so Postman has been designed to do such, and of course we are dealing with one domain, but you see the Ionic domain is such that it's localhost / 8100. So you see that it's a different domain, entirely different. So that's why we are getting that error, cross error. Okay, let's see if it's still installing. So if we go to the package.json file, you see we have course here. Okay, so let's go to the server.js. This is where we'll handle the course error. So let's import it here. Const, call it course, require course. So it's actually a middleware. If you don't know middleware, I can do well to show you or to create a session to teach you about middleware. Now, if you must do well, you need to understand what middleware are. Okay, so I'm going to handle it now. I want to handle the cause error before all these endpoints, so that this endpoint will be free. Okay, so the way I do that is I will say app.use. Okay, so paste the cause and then I'll call it here. So this should undo cause. Alright, so it's starting. Let's see, connected to MongoDB. Okay, so let's go try it again and see if we'll be successful at this time. Send. Okay, let me clear the console and try it again. Alright, cool. It's successful now. You see that it returns us some data. And we also have the token returned. Why I don't want to do it in over here is because I want us to see the console. So if we're able to log in here, we will not see much because it doesn't have console. Alright, or we'll be able to log in here too, but just that it will not do much yet. So what we can do now, if we're able to, for now we're just doing console log, right? But we should be able to redirect if we are successful. When we are successful, we should be able to redirect. Okay, so and that will be with the help of router, our what we call router. We'll be able to route to another component. So hopefully I'm going to create a page, let's say customer dashboard. Okay, I'll create customer dashboard, Ionic generate page, and I have let me see, I have pages. I can put it in a pages, or let me put it in a folder called customers, so that we have all the pages for customers in one page. Okay, so Ionic generate page customer, the right type somewhere, generate customer, let's call it dashboard. It should be customer dashboard. So when the customer successfully log in, we should be redirected to this customer dashboard. Give it some time. Okay, that's good. Okay, we can, while we are still here, we can create a profile page for customers, right? So we have that. So let's see what we have now. We have dashboard and profile for customer. So when customer successfully log in, you should be able to say this dot router dot navigate dashboard. Okay, let's see what we have. So since we have something doing, not console log, we can use the actual app. Where's my app? Where is my app? Where is my app? Okay, here. All right. So this is it. Now hit login. I can't remember. This is the email. Copy, paste here, and I know the password is 123456. Alright, so if everything goes fine, we should be directed to dashboard, customer dashboard. Cool. So you see, we have customer dashboard. Okay. Our customer dashboard. So when next we return, okay, I'm going to be designing the dashboard for customer. So you see that whenever we log in, we return some information. So I'm going to use it to populate some information for the customer. Okay, so this is customer dashboard. So we'll be working with that next. Okay, so we'll be working with that next. We're able to register. Oh, we've not actually done registration. I'm actually able to log in because I was registered. I registered with the postman. Okay, so if you see, the registration page is quite blank. It's blank, or maybe we can actually achieve that before moving to achieve the dashboard. Okay, so what I will do is to copy this code from here, copy this code, so registration, I'm going to replace all this. Okay, so we need to also steal some code from here, also. just highlight from here like this, okay, and to the end. Alright, just Ctrl C. And actually to replace this, okay. So if we have like this, we need to go to the login and see what we need also to bring in from the imports. The imports, okay, let's say we copy everything from the imports. There's nothing much here. We can replace this and highlight and paste. So we have this, okay, we have this, and we need to bring in reactive form. We can take that from this login module also, and copy that from here and take it to register module. You can paste it anywhere here, and then we register it in the imports. Okay, right now we have error, so we're trying to fix it now. Trying to fix the error. So we're going to make a couple of changes here to make some changes. So let's see what we have in the registration. We have email and password that we have already. We have first name and phone number. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing every field in the Postman. Okay, we'll just do few of them. Okay, let's say this is first name. It's first name. And what else? Because later we'll update it. Okay. I need to have last name too. So we'll get back to this place, but we need to create registration in the, just like we have login here. So we create register, any type. Alright, it needs the URL and the data, and we'll return. Pretty much same code. Okay, so we have register here. So we'll go back to the class and us, and then this time around what we need is register. Okay, you saw it from the auth service, right? Okay, and what we need to change, this is login URL, so this will become register URL. So we have not instantiated, we have not initialized it up. Let's copy and initialize. copy and yes, initialize it here. So this is going to be sign up. The only stuff there is sign up. So we copy that and here paste here. So on init, we don't need to implement on init. On init life cycle hook is actually when you want to we actually use that. We'll use that in the dashboard, so you see how it is being used. Okay, so I think we are good here. So when we register, right, what do we want to do? We want to redirect to login. Okay, so let's go and complete here. So you see we added first name and last name, right, which we want to make sure we have here too. So these are the ion items. Trying to see what we need to do here. List. Okay. So I will duplicate this and then I'll call this first name. You must ensure that what you have here is also the same with what you have here. Okay, you can copy this from here. Okay, and have there, and then enter first name. I don't know what made a mistake spelling. Okay, so I can also have the last name. Of the last name here. So this is actually should be called sign up. Here we need to change it to sign up, and here we need to say login, as if they are already here we say already a member. If they're already a member, they should go to login. Okay, if they're already a member, they should go to login page. Alright, so let's see what we have. I think it should be fine. If I go to sign up, We need styles, we need CSS. Let's copy the CSS from here, copy the CSS and paste it here. Let's go back and check. Where's my mobile app? My mobile app. Okay, so go to sign up. Wow, this is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so I know the style is a little bit awkward. I'm going to work on that later. So, but let's try to sign up and make sure things are working. Emi@gmail.com. First name Emi. Okay, so my password 123456. Oh, 123456. Okay, so let's see what we have. Sign up. Wow, we are successful, and I can what did I use as my email? I think I used emi@gmail.com, and I use password as 123456. Wow, this is nice. So we've done login and registration. So next video will be working on the dashboard, customer dashboard. All right, working on customer dashboard. So stay tuned. Just like and subscribe. Okay, support me. I just got started trying to create 1 or 2 videos to help in the community. Just support my work, like and give the thumbs up, all those good stuff, and subscribe so you can see the updates that I have. I'm going to actually have a lot of video coming up. So like I said, the next video I'm going to be creating the customer dashboard. Alright, so stay tuned. Thank you.